Hello students, welcome to our online tutorial class. Today I am going to teach you chapter 6 from your science textbook, and the name of the chapter is tissues. Okay? So what is a tissue? Tissue is a group of cells similar in structure and functions. Okay? So tissue is a group of cells similar in structure and functions. So there are two types of tissues, plant tissues and animal tissues. So first and foremost, let us discuss about the plant tissues. Now, plant tissues can be divided into two types. One is meristematic and the other is permanent tissue. Okay? One is meristematic and the other is permanent tissue. Now, meristematic tissues are also known as dividing tissues. There are three types of meristematic tissues. One is apical, other is lateral, and the last one is intercalary. Apical. Apical meristem is present at the growing tips of roots and stems. Okay, and increases the length of the stems and roots. So apical meristem is found in the growing tips of stems and roots. Okay, then the next is lateral. Lateral tissues, it cause the stem or root to increase the diameter. To increase the diameter of the stem or root. The next is intercalary. Intercalary are located at the base of leaves or internode. So they are located at the base of leaves or internode. Okay? Now, the next type of plant tissue is permanent tissue. Permanent tissues are tissues which will grow up to some extent and then become permanent. Okay? They lose the ability to divide. Okay? So they will grow up to some extent and then they become permanent. They lose the ability to divide. So first of all, we will see about simple permanent tissue. So simple permanent tissues are again divided into three parts: parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Okay? Simple permanent tissues are made up of one type of cells. Please keep in your mind, simple permanent tissues are made up of one type of cells. Now, next is parenchyma tissue. They are usually loosely arranged and they have intercellular spaces. So they have intercellular spaces. This tissue generally stores food. So parenchyma tissue generally stores food. Okay, now the next is collenchyma tissue. The flexibility of plants is due to collenchyma tissue. Okay, it allows the bending of stems or tendrils or various parts of the plant without breaking it. Okay, without breaking. So it allows the bending of various parts of plants without breaking. And the next is sclerenchyma tissue. It is a tissue which makes the plant hard and stiff. Now, the cells of the sclerenchyma tissue are dead. Okay, the cells of the sclerenchyma tissues are dead. These tissues are present in stems, roots, and hard covering of seeds and nuts. So, there are three types of simple permanent tissue, that is parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Next, now we move on to complex permanent tissue. Okay, so complex permanent tissues are made up of more than one type of cells. Keep in your mind, complex permanent tissues are made up of more than one type of cells. Complex permanent tissues can be divided into two parts, that is xylem and phloem. Now, xylem conducts water and minerals in plants. Okay, so xylem conducts water and mineral in plants. It is unidirectional. Okay, now xylem consists of tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fiber. Okay, now next is phloem. Phloem is made up of 5 types of cells like seed cells, seed tubes, companion cells, phloem fibers and phloem parenchyma. Now what is the function of phloem? Phloem transport food from leaves to different parts of the plant. So this is the function of phloem. Phloem transports food from leaves to different parts of the plants. Now we are going to discuss about the animal tissues. Animal tissues are divided into 4 types. So epithelial tissue, muscular, connective and nervous. Okay, so animal tissues are divided into 4 types: epithelial, muscular, connective and nervous. First of all, let us see what is epithelial. So epithelial is the protective tissue of the animal body. It is the protective tissue of the animal body. The tissue covers most organs and cavities within the body. Our skin is made up of epithelial tissue. Okay, our skin is made up of epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissues are divided into 3 types: squamous, columnar and glandular and cuboidal. Okay, so what is squamous? Simple squamous tissue. Squamous is divided into 2 types, that is simple squamous and stratified squamous. Simple squamous are single layered. Okay, simple squamous are single layered, they have flat surface. Okay, they have flat surface. Now where are they located? It forms the delicate lining of cavities like mouth, esophagus, nose, alveoli, etc. and of blood vessels. Then the next is stratified squamous. Stratified squamous are multi-layered. Okay. Now this is found in skin and cover the external surface, dry surface of the skin. So stratified squamous are multi-layered. Then the next type of epithelial tissues is cuboidal tissue. Cuboidal epithelium have cubed shaped cells. It forms the lining of the kidney tubules and ducts of salivary gland, where it provides mechanical support. Okay. The next is columnar. It forms the lining of the stomach, small intestine and colon, forming mucous membrane. Now we move on to another type of animal tissues, that is muscular tissues. So muscular tissues is responsible for movement of our body. So muscular tissues is responsible for movement of our body. Muscular tissue is divided into 3 types, that is striated, smooth and cardiac. First of all, let us see what is striated tissue. Striated muscles are known as striped skeletal or voluntary muscles. Okay. What do you mean by the word voluntary? Voluntary means voluntary muscles are the muscles which is in our control, or those muscles which work according to our will are called voluntary muscles. Okay. Now they mainly helps in body movement. They mainly helps in body movement. The cells of these tissues are long, cylindrical, unbranched and multinucleate. Okay? Now, the next type of muscles are smooth muscles. Smooth muscles are also known as unstriated or involuntary muscles. So, what do you mean by involuntary? Which is not in our control. Involuntary muscles are not in our control. So, movement of food in esophagus. Okay? So, movement of food in alimentary canal, opening and closing of tubes are involuntary movement. Now, the next type of muscle is cardiac muscle. Now, the muscles of the heart show rhythmic contraction and relaxation throughout life. Okay? These involuntary muscles are called cardiac muscles. Okay? Heart muscles are cylindrical, branch and uninucleate. They are not multinucleate, they are uninucleate. Now we move on to the next kind of animal tissue, that is connective tissue. Okay? The connective tissue is specialized to connect and anchor various body organs. Okay? So, connective tissues are divided into 4 parts again: areolar, adipose, skeletal and fluid. First of all, let us see what is areolar. Areolar connective tissues is found between the skin and the muscles, around blood vessels and nerves and in the bone marrow. It fills the space inside the organs, supports internal organs and helps in repair of tissues. Now, areolar is divided into 2 parts, that is tendon and ligament. So, tendon connects muscles to bones. And what is ligament? 2 bones are connected together by another type of connective tissue called ligament. Okay? Then we move on to the next type of connective tissue, that is adipose tissue. Adipose tissue stores food. They are found below the skin and between the internal organs. Okay? So, adipose tissue stores food. They are found below the skin and between internal organs. Then, the next type of connective tissue is skeletal tissue. Okay? The skeletal or supporting tissue includes cartilage and bone, which form the endoskeleton of a vertebrate body. Okay, so it includes cartilage and bone. So, it is supporting tissue. Now, what is cartilage? Cartilage has widely spaced cells. Cartilage smoothens body surfaces at joints and is also present in the nose, ear, trachea and larynx. Now, bone. Bone is a very strong and non-flexible tissue. So, bone is very strong and non-flexible tissue. It provides shape to the body, you know it. So, bone provides shape to the body. Now, the next type of connective tissue is fluid. Okay? Fluid includes blood and lymph. So, what is blood? It has a fluid, blood has a fluid matrix called plasma. In RBC and WBC and platelets, blood has a fluid matrix called plasma. In RBC and WBCs and platelets are suspended. Blood transport gases, digested food, hormones and waste materials to different parts of the body. So, that is the function of the blood. Blood transport digested food, gases, hormones and waste materials to different parts of the body. Now, the next is lymph. Lymph is a colorless fluid that is filtered out of the blood capillaries. Lymph transport the nutrients, oxygen and glucose that may have been filtered out of the blood capillaries back to the heart to be recirculated in the body. Okay? So one more type of animal tissue is nervous tissue. Okay, it is a tissue which is specialized into transmit messages within our body. So it is a tissue which is specialized to transmit messages throughout within our body. So brain, spinal cord and nerves are composed of nervous tissue. Okay, nervous tissue contains highly specialized unit cells called nerve cells or neurons. Okay, so nervous tissue contains highly specialized unit cells called nerve cells or neurons. So we have studied about plant tissues and animal tissues. Okay, that's all in this video. Thank you.